Hi, I'm ToyTJ, and if there's one thing you should know about me, it's that I've dedicated my whole gaming career to fishing, and although most of that has stayed within Minecraft, I've also done a great deal of fishing in other games. So today, I'm here to catch a fish in every single video game that I've ever played. Enjoy. So every game is different, and the developers take their own spin on fishing with different gameplay and mechanics. Most games that I've played, I already know how to fish, but for a few, I had to completely learn it from scratch. There were even a few games that I had to repurchase just to make this video. So if you do end up joining, maybe you can consider dropping subscriber. I'll leave it up to you, but let's get straight into the video. I can't think of a better place to start than the game I know best, Minecraft. Many people know that fishing in vanilla Minecraft is pretty basic, even after the aquatic update, so there's not much to say. So let's start with the most basic form of fishing. You can fish with a rod by waiting for the bubbles to get to your bobber. You can also catch fish by jumping in the water and chasing them around with a bucket. Lastly, you can catch fish by trapping a salmon in a pond with an axolotl. I found this one out the hard way. Moving on, we can also catch fish on the Hypixel network. It branches off into a few subcategories itself. Main three categories that I can think of are lobby fishing, skyblock fishing, and then just everything else. Lobby fishing is pretty basic. You can catch either fish, junk, or treasure. You can also catch special fish, which are the rarest, but you can only catch each special fish once. As of right now, there are only 37 special fish in the game, but that number changes all the time. Moving on, you can catch fish in almost every minigame on Hypixel, including Skyblock, which makes fishing surprisingly complex. I'm not gonna bore you, but long story short, fishing is done the regular way, except you can catch creatures which give valuable items. You can boost your fishing luck with different rods, armor, pets, etc. You can also force slaves to fish for you while you're not at your computer. There are also a number of special fish that you can get, but I already made a video on that a few years ago. Moving away from Skyblock, you can also fish in UHC for rare items and sometimes dragons. You can fish in Blitz and Pit for an achievement, and you can fish in Walls for XP. There are other games with fishing, but since there's no real benefit to fishing in those games, I'm not going to mention any in particular. Finally, moving on to the other games that I've played. Some of you know that I started playing Undertale a few months ago, and although you can't directly fish in Undertale, there is this conveniently placed fishing rod in Snowdon that I like to visit sometimes. Another game that I've played on my channel is Roblox, and there are thousands of games where you can fish, so I just picked one. One game that I've been wanting to make a video on for a while is Geometry Dash, and just like Roblox, there are levels that try to remake fishing simulators. The next game is Pokemon Go, and although you can't do fishing, you can technically catch fish. Another game that I've been dying to record for months is Animal Crossing New Horizons, and unlike the previous 4 games mentioned, fishing is actually a staple of Animal Crossing gameplay. There are 80 different fish that you can catch, each fish with its own time and location requirement defined. Catching all 80 fish will reward you with the golden fishing rod recipe. Another game with fishing is actually my favorite party game of all time, Super Mario Party. This game has multiple fishing mini games that you need to play in order to beat the game, and they're all super fun. The next game is Terraria, and I'm gonna be completely honest, I have no idea what I'm doing. Mechanics are surprisingly similar to Minecraft, where you throw your bobber in the water and wait, except there are more creatures you can catch. There are also different rods and bait that you can use to increase your fishing luck. One of my favorite RPGs of all time is Stardew Valley, and they do a great job of making fishing unique. You need to keep this green bar near the fish. Like everything else, there are many different types of fish, and there's also a chance of finding treasure. And then last, but definitely also least, you can catch fish in Fortnite. This has been a thing for years now, but it's never been enough to get me back into the game. Fish are caught the regular way, but there are tons of different fish that you can get, all with their own buffs when consumed. Most of them just give you health or shield, but some have special abilities like turning you invisible or giving you better items. So that just about wraps up the rundown of fishing in every single video game that I've ever played. I know there are a few games that I've missed, like Zelda, Sims, Red Dead, World of Warcraft, but keep in mind that I haven't played every single video game ever. If there's anything else that I missed, leave it in the comments. If you do like this style of content, then leave a like so I know to make more. And as always, make sure to subscribe.
I got a monkey in Ohio and he's playing the guitar. Yeah, we made another hit. I put Mason in the jar, eating donuts in the whip. I just think I crashed the car, and the moon's made of rocks. Yeah, it's not even a star. Like